This manager's club were getting fined 25 grand every single time this man managed a game. Also, he went on an unbeaten run, breaking records in the process. Alright everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. Do us a favour, hit the thumbs up, and listen, I really do appreciate the amount of new subscribers that's recently joined the channel, and the interaction has just been absolutely unbelievable. The 9k target for Christmas could be on, so if you haven't, please, it costs nought. Subscribe if you're watching, and also, like I said, hit the thumbs up. Now, this manager, Will Still, he's a very young manager. He's only 31 years old. We'll talk about his past managerial experiences just in a minute. He does fit the bill. In the summer, that's, you know, we were heavily linked with that Francisco Ferroli. Apologies if I butchered his name. I will throw out this video. We were linked with him heavily. And that's the type of manager Speakman and KLD wanted. And this Will Still does fit that bill. Like I said, he was only 31 years old. It was publicised in the media. Remy's were getting fined 25 grand every time this man took charge. And it wasn't just that. It was how young he was. Like I say, he didn't have his badges at the time. And now I can remember that being all over social media. Now we'll just talk about briefly what he's done and where he's come from, what he's like. He is Belgium born. Like I said, he was 31 years old. He played amateur football for Preston North End. In 2017, he took charge of a team called St. Truden. Apologies if I butchered that one. As a caretaker, just the age of 24 years old. But later departed as he didn't have his badges, and they would only allow 60 days to manage that club. He then went on to Beerschot in 2021 before joining Remy's as assistant manager, then the head coach in 2022. Like I was saying, when he started at Remy's, he went on an unbeaten run. He was beating teams for 14 games. Then they went on to 17, beating, I think they drew with PSG and Monaco in the process. So just goes to show you, he's done absolutely outstanding there. Out of the 46 games, he has won 21, drew 12 and lost 13. That is very impressive as his proper first serious job. What's going to get media attention, basically. And I'm happy with this appointment. If he does come, I will be happy with this lad. Like I say, he fits the bill as a hungry young manager, wanting to impress, and he can work well with the young ones. Also, like with playing in managing in France. Sorry, I'm not 100% on this, but if he can speak French, it's always going to help because we've got so many French kids at the club. Right, there's another manager who I would like to talk about also. This one is Stephen Schumacher from Plymouth Argyle. I've done a video today about this one, and the people that were commenting on it were Plymouth Argyle supporters, and they were not happy in the slightest. Also, if you go on Twitter, on Plymouth Argyle's Twitter page, the fans in the comments saying, please don't get rid of the manager, please don't get rid of the manager. They absolutely love him. He's very similar to this type of player, to Will Still, sorry. He's only 39 years old. You can see the type of manager, what the club are looking at, the young managers, very young, and he fits the bill. He's done absolutely outstanding for Plymouth on that budget. When he first took over, he got them to finish 6th in League One. They were top of that league for long periods of time. And they just dropped away at the wrong end of the season. They finished 6th, 3 points away from top 6. Next season, though, totally different kettle of fish. They scored goals for fun. They were solid at the back in League One, and they dominated. They were the best in the league at home. And also, they were he equalled a record for Plymouth Argyle for away victories. And he just went from leaps and bounds. And he, like I say, they won promotion. I think it was on 102 points. Not 100% on that one. I think they scored 80 plus goals in the process, which is mental. That's something what we need at the minute. Then he's obviously went into the championship. He's done well at the start of the season. Obviously, they've dropped away a little bit, but they did beat us, and they deserved the victory along the way. Like I say, he's a very young manager, very similar to Will Still, and that is exactly what they're going for. Now, the next one. Can you remember in the summer when the club approached Francisco Ferroli or something like that? I can't pronounce his name, but I remember him. The Italian manager. He went to Nice. And they have went on an unbeaten run, 10 games. This was ages ago. I can't remember if I didn't know if it's continued on or not. But they're second in the league, basically. And they're doing absolutely outstanding under him. We were supposed to gun for him. But Sunderland supporters, we let Speakman know that we wanted Mowbray to stay after the success of last season. But I think that's where the cracks started between Speakman and Tony Mowbray and the board and KLD, because the success what he got, he should have been given the back, and obviously with them approaching a different manager, obviously they're covering their own backs to, because what happened with Alex Neil, that situation, maybe they didn't want that to happen again, so they went down that route of speaking to another manager or approaching him or whatever they did. And since then, it just, something hasn't been right, something hasn't been clicking on the pitch, off the pitch, whatever you want to call it, but you could see it. The manager I'm on about was Julian Sable. He was an assistant to Ferrolli, who we were supposed to be getting, but we didn't in any way. This is the man who we're being linked with as well. Now, it's his number 2, the brains behind this the outfit at Nice, in my opinion. I'm going to say that, Anna, because you've got to hype the manager up. Like I say, his managerial career, it isn't the best, I'm not going to lie. As a player, I think he played for Saint Etienne 460-something times, and he only scored 9 goals from the midfield. I don't know if he was getting played in defence, but he says he's a midfielder. But that's by the by. As a manager, him and as being an assistant is doing really well. So can he now bring that to the English League? That is probably my third choice out of the 3, if I have to be honest. Now, I want to talk about the board. A lot of Sunderland supporters on my videos and on social media and everywhere really are talking about get the board out and stuff like that. Now, I just want to put things into perspective where we used to be. Now, just a few seasons ago, so in my opinion, I think we are ahead of the curve. But just a few seasons ago, we were getting beat off the teams like Charlton, Gillingham, the MK Dons, Doncaster, who else was the Portsmouth. You name it, we were getting battered. Bolton Wanderers 6-0 away. Now, them are embarrassing results for a club like us. And under Stuart Donald Del Boy, we would have been in administration. So KLD came in, saved us, got us promoted into the Championship. And now look at us. Just last season, we overachieved and finished 6th with a team, but all of them had next to no time playing in the Championship. They were very inexperienced and they've done absolutely outstanding last season. And credit to Mowbray and all for bringing this style of football back. The exciting, what you pay your money for. You can't pay your money to see the likes of that, what we were watching last season. The goal against Reading away, unbelievable. Stuff like that. So, you've got to put it into perspective. The club are doing this for a reason. They've seen the drop-off. They've seen they must have seen something behind the scenes with the board, the players, and the manager. Something not quite fitting. Or is it the fact that they've been waiting to jump at the chance to get rid of Mowbray because it wasn't really what they wanted to do. Remember, he was a caretaker to come in, then they give him an extension, or was it they give him the job? Regardless of the fact that he came in, they didn't want him. Sunderland fans want him. They've kept him on. Now there's been like a little, a few fans swaying. Well, to be honest, it was 60-40 fans swaying. Like I did a poll on the YouTube, and then they've went for. The club have decided then to go and bite the bullet. Let's get rid of him and get a manager what we originally wanted to do in the summer, and that's what it looks like they're going to do. I cannot see it being any managers like Graham Potter. What a lot of people have asked, mentioned on I don't know if you're TikToks and people comment on there saying Graham Potter, and I think we couldn't afford him. We could not afford him even if we wanted. His last managerial job was Chelsea. We could not afford him. Then opposition fans, rival fans have been saying Steve Bruce. Then I was saying, how's your bacon? Not a chance. You haven't got a hope in hell. We want him. The club wouldn't even consider it. But there's been, like I say, there's been a lot of managers' names tossed in the hat. Comment below who you think we should get. What manager do you think we should bring through the door? And are you happy with the situation at the club at the minute? But that's it. No doubt we'll be bringing video after video, rumour after rumour, to keep you updated, in the loop, what's going on social media and everywhere else. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, see you in the next video.
Ketika dibuka bajunya, kelihatan